I potentially bought Nio stocks this morning at $20 and $25. What does that mean? Why potentially? And the stock right now is at $42. So how do you buy them at $20 and $25? This is one of my favorite option strategies. It's called selling the cash secured puts. And what is that? Let me explain. Welcome back, mindful investors. In this video, I'm going to talk about the cash secured puts. And I'm going to demonstrate it through a Nio example I did this morning. So what is a cash secured put? Let me use an analogy to explain. I wanted to buy these AirPods a while ago, but I didn't want to pay retail for it. I anticipated a sale, possibly 20-30%, because Black Friday and Boxing Day were coming up. So I patiently waited for the sale. But ultimately, I could have just placed an order in advance, saying that I would buy these at a lower price within the next month, let's say. And if the stock does tank to that price, then automatically I'll buy it. This is exactly the same as my option strategy, where I sold a contract in the future at a lower strike price, hoping that I would buy the stocks. Let's look at my two examples here. I have Nio for January 15, 2021 at $25 puts, and I sold 25 contracts of them. And I sold 20 more contracts at the $20 strike price. So what do those mean? Let me illustrate. So we have Nio. I sold 25 contracts at $25 for January 15th, 2021. And then I also sold 20 contracts at $20 for the same expiration date. So let's write out the strategy here. It's called cash secured puts. What does it mean when they say cash secured? When you sell a contract, you are obligated to buy that stock at that strike price. For my example, I have Nio at $25 and $20. So I'm obligated to buy it if they ever fall below that price. So if Nio actually tanks below my strike prices of $25 and $20, then I'm obligated to buy all the shares. And how much shares am I buying? Let's take a look. I have 25 contracts times $25 times 100 shares per contract. And that is one of them. What does this equate to? This equals 62.5K. And they need this amount in your account before you can sell this many contracts, 25 of them, because that's the calculation. 25 times 25 times 100 equals 62.5. Most people, including myself, don't have that much in our accounts. So how do we even execute this trade? It's called margin. So you can multiply the cash you have in your account and even leverage the stocks you have to create this space. We'll talk about this in a later video, but ultimately I need to have this much in my account in order to execute this trade. Since if Nio tanks below $25, then I have to buy 2,500 shares at $25. And after buying Nio at $25, the maximum downside is for it to go to $0 or get delisted, which is also equivalent to $0. So that's why they need this cash secured portion, because the downside is for the stock to go to zero. How likely is that? I don't know. Anything can happen, but that's the amount of risk I was willing to take. We'll look at different scenarios here of how my strategy could play out. So if Nio stays above $25, then I collect all the premiums. All premiums. If it's below, then I have to buy Nio at $25. And from now until the expiration date of like a month away, there are so many things that can happen. We have today's date, we have December 11th, and then my expiration date is January 15th at 21. So during this time, we start at $42 right now. I've literally established two different floors. One floor at $20 and one floor at $25. So there's so many different ways for my strategy to be profitable. Let's say Nio just like flatlines at 42 the whole time, then I'm 100% profitable. Okay? Or if it tanks to possibly $30 and there are a whole bunch of buyers in between and they just continuously buy it up, and then straight back up to $40. And that way I'm also profitable. Or this $40 range is actually the bottom. So it tips to $40 and then it shoots straight back up. Then I'll be fully profitable as well. There are numerous ways of how Nio can play out. Let's say for the scenario that Nio absolutely gets demolished and crashes below $20 to like $18, $15 and people start to buy back up and it lands above $25, $20. I'm good. I'm profitable. We need to understand that when we sell options, we just need to be kind of right. Because there are so many other ways the stock price can go that will make you profitable. But if you go for the long call and long put routes, you need to be completely right to be profitable with your strike price and your time frame. Let's say if you go for the long put and you hope to be profitable, the only way is pretty much for it to go straight line downwards like this for you to be profitable. It's a tough task. The winning odds are really against you, maybe a 5 to 10% probability. So what I'm saying when I sell these cash secured puts is that things aren't as bad as it seems. Even though Nio's all-time high is about $55 right up here, I'm just saying that if it crashes from here, it wouldn't go less than 50% from the peak, which more often than not, it wouldn't, but there is always a possibility. This options game is very different than buying stocks because buying stocks is binary. So the stock can either go up or go down. When it goes up, you're profitable. When it goes down, you're in the red. But the options game is much more versatile. You can profit when the stock goes up, sideways, or down, depending on which strategy you implement. And there's a plethora of choices you can make at different strike prices, expiration, calls, puts, long call, long puts, short call, short puts, or a combination of all of them above. It's definitely a different game. So what do you think about this strategy? Am I crazy to risk $62K to win $900? It really depends on how you look at it. To me, the winning chance is above 90%, and this $900 is kind of like collecting dividends off a very volatile stock. Comment down below what you think about my Nio play. Are you long or short in this EV space? Like and subscribe if you found any value in the video. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.